Welcome back to Benjamin West and His Cat Grimalkin by Marguerite Henry. In the last chapter, Benjamin had sold his first paintings, and he sold them for $1 a piece. So he made $6, which was a lot of money back in his day. Chapter 17, Pictures to Set Words on Fire. Now that Benjamin and Grimalkin were back home, it was almost as if they had never been gone. Winter was closing in, and Benjamin had to take his place with Papa and his brothers. He dug turnips, piled them in a neat mound, and covered them with warm straw and earth. He husked corn. He gathered cattails for bed stuffing. He stacked swamp grass for the cows and bullocks. He helped yard the cattle. Grimalkin was quite as busy as the rest of the family. Field mice were trying to find winter quarters at Dorlatch Inn, and there were days on end when he had to catch his sleep with one eye open. The days wore into weeks, weeks wore into months, but no word came from William Williams or from Uncle Phineas either. "Does thee suppose we dreamed that trip to Philadelphia?" whispered Benjamin to Grimalkin one long winter evening. At that precise moment, the door opened, and in came a horseman. He pulled a letter from his boot and flourished it over his head. "For John West, innkeeper," he announced, as his eyes, unaccustomed to the firelight, tried to single out Mr. West. Papa rose stiffly. He accepted the letter without even glancing at it. But Benjamin could see his hands tremble as he slipped it into his pocket. "Thomas," he said, "see to the gentleman's horse. Hannah, be so good as to brew a cup of tea. Thee, Benjamin, carry warm water and fresh linen up to the front bedchamber." Papa was first of all an innkeeper. Not until he had made certain that the rider and his horse were comfortable did he take the letter out of his pocket. Then he lighted a candle, clamped the candlestick over the back of his chair, put on his spectacles, and unfolded the fine white paper. His fingers began drumming on the board. The drumming grew louder as he read, louder even than the household noises. Mama at her spinning wheel, the girls making click-clack noises with their knitting needles, Benjamin and the boys whittling tree nails, Grimalkin playing with a wooden spool. Finally, the spinning wheel stopped. The knitting needles lay idle in the girls' laps. The boys put their jackknives down. Even Grimalkin stopped his play. "I feared it," said Papa, his face white. "What is it?" asked Mama in alarm. "It is about Benjamin," Papa replied. "The letter comes from the Reverend Dr. Smith of the Academy at Philadelphia." Benjamin's hands tightened around a handful of tree nails until they dug into his flesh. "Read it out," suggested Mama. Papa cleared his throat, then read very slowly. "For John West, Esquire, Dorlatch Inn, near Springfield, in Chester County. Dear Sir John West, I have this day seen a painting done by your son Benjamin. It is a lively piece of work and holds a promise for the future. I am desirous of schooling the lad in history. History needs painters. The printed word is sometimes cold. Pictures can set words on fire. As touching the matter of money, I'm of the belief that Benjamin can earn his keep and his schooling by painting miniatures. I hope you will approve my recommendation. I am most truly yours, William Smith, Provost, the Academy, Philadelphia." Papa turned away from the fire and fixed his eyes on Benjamin. Something of the fire was left in his stare. I thought thee would outgrow painting, he said. I thought it a childhood pastime, like blind man's bluff or Puss in the Corner. I held great hopes for thee, lad. I never dreamed thee would become a painter of images. Then I can go? Asked Benjamin breathlessly. It is not for me to decide. For Mamma? No, it is not a matter for Mamma to decide. It is for God. I will lay the whole matter before him at the meeting house next first day. In silence he raked ashes over the fire for the night, and with a heavy step went upstairs to bed. After his footsteps had died away, Grimalkin wrapped himself about Benjamin's boots and looked up questioningly. Don't forget me in thy plans, he seemed to say.